To you, Alex Giles here with meteorologist Eric Garlick. Just wrapped up WBTV news this morning. Wanted to hop on the streaming services and the social media to give you guys a little forecast update.
Yeah, things looking okay this morning. A little bit of rain, especially in South Carolina and in the Mecklenburg area. Could see a isolated shower or two, but all in all, not too bad for a Friday.
Not bad. That's what we love to hear on a Friday, right?
Right, exactly.
We've got a poll question up on WBTV's Facebook page right now. So we wanted to see what you guys think about this.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
When do you start listening to Christmas music? Garlic?
We already started.
Okay.
Okay. We may or may not have already watched Polar Express like 25 or 30 times.
That's what happens when you have little kids.
Yeah, they love it. Can we watch that?
Over and over.
What about you?
Right? We haven't really ramped up the Christmas music listening. I feel like post Thanksgiving is when we'll really actually in the car or seek it out, or if we're around the house, really seek it out. My wife did decorate this week though, so decorations for Christmas are up in the house.
If we weren't moving, we would already have decorations up. But
and to be clear, moving within the area, not moving and leaving us.
Just out of a rental into a permanent location. It would already be up. Growing up, there was a radio station that always started Christmas music November 1st. So it's just kind of evolved into
that became like the family habit.
Yeah, just every time we get in the car, Christmas music was on before streaming days.
Right. Exactly.
Hard to believe that was the scenario we grew. Anyway,
crazy. I was about to say we'll come back at the end after you do a quick forecast, and we'll see what some folks have been saying on Facebook about when they start listening to Christmas music.
For sure. So we are going to see a little bit of precip now showing up on radar. You can see a pretty good batch of rain and even some snow into portions of Michigan. And then that little tropical system trying to spread some rain across Florida and into the Carolinas and Georgia right now. That's going to move up the East Coast, and that'll be a rain chances. Speaking of the tropics, wanted to give you a little update on this. Potential tropical cyclone 22. PTC 22. It's a mouthful. Not expecting this to do too much. Dump some heavy rain, some strong winds, but moving across the Dominican Republic, Cuba, Turks and Caicos, and then up toward Bermuda as we head into the weekend. So not expecting really any impacts to the U.S. if we do, primarily those rip currents and some unsettled water. Now, we do have a system coming our way for Tuesday. This is going to bring us some widespread rain, even the possibility for some storms. So Dixie Alley, Oklahoma, looking at the possibility for some severe weather. Day 3, day 4, and then that'll progress to the east. So we'll be watching this closely. But at this point, looking at some pretty good and beneficial rainfall out across the Carolinas between really Monday night into early Wednesday morning. That possibility for thunderstorms is there. Big question mark on exactly where the instability and ingredients for thunderstorms are going to set up. Right now we're thinking south of 85, maybe into South Carolina. We could see some of that thunder and lightning. So we'll be watching that closely. Still a few days away. Something we got to fine tune as we get some more data and get that in. But Thanksgiving, it's looking pretty good. Sunny, chilly, and some dry conditions. So there's wave 1 coming through. Then as we head toward Monday and Tuesday, there's wave number 2. So you can see the rain from Washington, D.C. back toward Houston. That moves through, and then we'll stop this early Thursday morning, really early, 1 a.m. You can see that system kind of pushing off the area, and this is the GFS. If you know what that means, it's just the American model, but you can see that pushing off and some cooler air set. Potentially another system coming our way as we head into the following weekend. So, we're getting into the 2-week point now. So just something that we're going to be watching. But Thanksgiving, Black Friday, things looking pretty good at this point.
And that's not likely to change. At this point, it's looking like those days are at least going to be dry.
Yeah, it's looking like we'll get that system coming through on Tuesday, a little bit of a break, and then some models bring in some rain for next weekend. Some models keep it dry and cold. So just kind of going to fine-tune that forecast as it gets a little bit closer. We'll show you what we're thinking on our 10-day double weekend forecast. But rain chances highest on Tuesday. First alert, a lot of people traveling, much needed rain. There's a look at potential rainfall coverage. And I want to note Wednesday, most of that is done by about 9 or 10 a.m. Still technically the day. We look at a 24-hour window when we pull up these graphics. So Tuesday, Wednesday, going to be looking at those highest rainfall totals. As high as let's take a look at the rainfall totals or potential rainfall totals. A ½ inch to 1 inch across the areas in the lighter green, and maybe up to 1.5 inches across the mountains. Ooh. Much needed.
I was about to say, this should help us with what we've been dealing with when it comes to drought conditions, right?
For sure. We probably need about 3 to 6 inches to eliminate the drought completely.
Got it.
But if we can get rid of the severe and moderate drought that's starting to creep up, will definitely help. So let's look at the snowfall forecast map as we head, the next 10 days. 4 corners. How about the Northeast? Yeah. Showing some pretty good hot signatures there up into New York. So we'll be watching that closely as well. That system moving through our area could be cold enough to produce some snow into the areas of the Northeast. But check back for updates. We do these every day, and we'll be bringing you that information. But for today, can't rule out an isolated shower early this morning. Rain chances ramping up as we head into the evening. Otherwise, things remaining pretty quiet here in Charlotte after we get rid of those rain chances. There's that Thanksgiving Day forecast. Yeah, 54 degrees. So it's going to be cold, going to be below average, but at least we'll see some sunshine and maybe some breezy winds. So here's a look at that double weekend forecast. There's your turkey dancing. Alex has been admiring that all morning long. But first alert weather day for Tuesday. And then as we head toward next week, Saturday and Sunday, introducing the chance for some showers. As that gets a little bit closer, we'll fine-tune that forecast. So,
all in all, as I feel like we've been saying the past couple of days, not a bad forecast for folks who have activities on the docket coming up. I mean, it looks like a nice weekend, especially if you want to get some outside time in. Yeah. And then at least we have that wet weather next week. That could hamper the travel plans, as you noted.
Yep. Yeah, could depending on where you're heading.
Right.
If you're heading west, better chances you'll run into dry air. If you're going up the East Coast or down toward Florida, those rain chances going to linger into Wednesday morning.
Gotcha. So that has to be something that folks keeping top of mind, I guess.
For sure. Yep.
But then Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, if you're in the Charlotte metro, sounds like it's going to be a pretty nice day. Yeah. Albeit just a little chilly.
Yeah.
Sounds
not
good
too bad.
To me. Wow. Hey, wanted to bring back up the poll question, see what some of the folks have been saying. We asked, when do you start listening to Christmas music? Sissy Haynes said, I have been for about a week. Ashlyn Hummer said, after Thanksgiving. Nancy said, I never stop.
I like it.
365.
Hey.
Amber said, I already have been. And then I think Ryan Noonan said, Christmas Eve. So got a range of responses there. From all year round to the very last day before Christmas.
For sure.
Eric, anything else you'd like to add about the forecast, man?
No, just stay tuned. We'll update it. Got the WBTV weather team coming in this afternoon. Got Alicia Wilson, Rachel Coulter, Lisa Villegas. So a lot of people checking over the forecast and bringing you that first alert for Tuesday.
We always appreciate the work you guys do. Thank you, sir.
Of course. Thanks for joining me again.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching.